Welcome to another episode of Lockers First. Today we are featuring here in our channel a company called Grab2Go, and the CEO and the founder of the company, Mart Viilipus, is with us. Hi Mart, how are you doing today?
Hello, I'm doing fine, and thank you for having me.
Great, it's a big pleasure to have you here. Just to tell honestly, it's one of the greatest findings. Your company, I recently found out that you are doing an extraordinary product, and the company and the product is Grab2Go. Please tell me, open a little bit about the product, what you are developing.
Yeah, so Grab2Go, actually, we are a technology-driven company, and our mission is to revolutionize daily business operations for the retailers. So we are focusing on fast-moving consumer products as a whole big sector, as we know, which will give us an opportunity to offer our solution or product in different segments in there. So our main focus is retail, convenience stores on that aspect, and also pharmacy. So we challenge issues like labor shortage, high operational costs, and inefficient logistics. And we also try to address problems like food waste, scaling challenges. If you're thinking about how to expand your business on retail aspects or in general. Also, high rental costs, real time data utilization. So we are not, how to say, we are not speaking only about that. Yes, we are collecting data, but we also would like to make the changes based on the data so that all these operational challenges, daily business costs, can be more efficient. And as addition to our, so to say, software based challenge, we have also hardware, which is supporting this goal to achieve very sufficient efficiency increase on business operational costs.
Okay, thank you. But for those who doesn't know about your company, so can we visualize in a way that I think everybody is familiar with the term vending machine. There are a lot of vending machines already. What you are doing is actually next level vending machine where you can have very large amount of warehouse behind the screen, and the robotics will deliver exactly the product to the dispenser that the customers in front of the screen is actually buying.
Yes, regarding this hardware, as we are actually internally calling this vending machine on steroids. So basically, we are talking about a vending machine which has, how to say, much more capabilities than maybe a usual well-known vending machine, because we are talking about a smart solution. So the technology itself is a closed system. End customers cannot go in, and the main target is that we are keeping the kitchen side of the store closed so that we do not have any interference on the business processes which are inside, so that we can actually develop this supporting software and have a very good impact on in the long run on machine learning and artificial intelligence Otherwise, you will have constant interference by the end customer or consumers on the store management side. So this is the main reason why we have created this closed system. So we have made the vending machine smart and autonomous, so that everything can be monitored from distance, all the processes, what is ongoing in the machine, and also based on this data, what we are collecting from this autonomous store, we can make smarter decisions. But not the human is making the decisions, but actually the software is making the decisions how to take the most of this sales unit.
Okay, this is really great. I really understood that you are mainly software company, and on top of the software you have this robotics. So this is understandable. But let's talk now a bit about the use cases to explain potential customers what sectors are getting the profit or benefit using your product to replace the retail store or to open a new store in desert or in a forest somewhere.
Yeah, maybe I will go a little bit bigger step back. So basically, a little bit to explain what is maybe the opportunity, what our solution offer in the long run for the retail sector. So in the world of retail, the success begins with understanding and satisfying the demand. Retailers must actually answer quite complex questions. For example, where is the ideal location for the store to achieve the profitability on turnover? What products should be stocked, and how these logistical challenges can be efficiently managed? So if you are talking about several different locations, maybe 100 different locations, 1,000 different locations, how to satisfy this demand, which is actually satisfying is also a critical consideration. How to attract, retaining, and motivating and qualified workforce, for example. And furthermore, meeting the high expectations of the end consumer, as I already mentioned, and secure the service quality as well. So Grab2Go aims to provide comprehensive solution to all these challenges. In today's data-rich environment, which in daily business is, I would say, very, very enormous, manual analysis alone is insufficient. So everything is, not everything, but most of the analysis which is related with the daily business processes are insufficient. And we offer the software ecosystem that makes this or creates these preconditions or possibilities to make these resources more usable. So, and in the end, we are boosting this profitability, and that's it. But regarding the use cases now, so our solution is actually versatile and quite easy to adapt. It can be deployed in various retail scenarios, like, for example, kiosks, pharmacies, convenience stores, some pop-up shops, souvenir shops, and actually much more. So it's universal and robust on the hardware side, as you already also mentioned, Andre. We are talking about very robust and quite simple robotic system on the hardware side. But in the end, what is more important is actually the software, which I already tried to describe what we are able to do in the long run in business processes.
So basically, what if you're talking about software, then you have to fill all the needs of the ordinary retail shop that consists warehouse planning, capacity planning, logistics planning, pricing, those things. So this is the whole ecosystem around the retail shop, basically automated.
Yes, exactly. So yeah, absolutely. So the location, the assortment, the logistics, and the demand is actually the basis on all these already mentioned processes. It's quite complex, and it's clear that maybe this is not so well understandable to everybody, but in retail, these are very complex processes. How to predict and how to, for example, what should be in the assortment. You have a concrete dimensions or a room where you can put your products on the shelves. You have these limitations, and you need to understand or make the decisions what is the right product there, so that this product is giving me the highest possible turnover. And how do you reach that goal on each single product? This is just a sample.
So you mentioned several times now, or you were using a term like making decision. This is something that usual IT system doesn't do. They are fulfilling the algorithms, but I suppose that you have to integrate also some kind of artificial intelligence or machine learning into your system in order to predict this, whether demand or everything else. So is it so that machine learning and artificial intelligence is vital part of your product development?
Yeah, definitely. So first of all, we can start from the machine learning, but this is not probably the end, and we need to have something in on top of this machine learning. So we are talking about how to improve the algorithm or models what we have created on the base, maybe more understandable processes, and then have this constant improvements on these algorithms and models on this data what we have collected. So the problem is more complex. So as already mentioned, we need to understand what is the right location. Based on the location, what can be the demand on that location, what is the assortment, how we are able to understand the demand, how quick we are able to react on this demand, and what are these preconditions, or how to understand what we need to change, and how we are able to implement these in different locations, because every location of pharmacy or kiosk or convenience store is unique, and you cannot have the same conditions, or you cannot calculate everything in your business process, on daily business process, in the similar way. So the location, the weather, whatever will actually influence the whole system what you have basically in one store. I would say that actually each single store or sales unit what you have is unique system, and in the end you need to understand all these unique systems, and also you need to combine all this input in these different unique systems in a whole system, so to say, if you are talking about the retailer, for example. So, and this is very much, or actually this is not very much, but this is very complex, and this cannot be done just by a bunch of analytics in Excel. And the data is huge, and this is the challenge here.
Yeah, this is a very good parallel from the parcel locker world, where I see constantly growing discussion about locations. You also mentioned several times term location. This is really important part of this kind of automated business, to find the right spot to make business. And I recently discussion with one very important parcel locker company, and they have developed a special module, AI based, to predict or to guess the best locations for the parcel lockers. So yeah, I agree with you that that this location management is very challenging part of that also. But now to sum it up, somehow this is maybe one interesting part for our viewers. Is that although you are sort of startup company, you are already still listed in NASDAQ stock exchange, and you are stock listed company. So what is the story behind that? So why you decided to list your company first and then to grow?
Yeah, as you already mentioned, then yeah, we are a startup company, and in how to say, if you start your company, you have certain expectations on the investor sides, and also, how to say, you have a certain roadmap how you are moving. But in some cases, you actually, how to say, are in a situation where you need to just make a decision. And then this was just one opportunity as a NASDAQ First North. It's hard to say if NASDAQ First North is uh, uh, is meant to be uh, to the companies like we are, but this is one opportunity how to actually get funded on that side. And as the retail sector and expectations from the investor sides was that this can be one option, and this was on that time for us seems to be the best option to continue, so that we can actually have or give the opportunity to a simple everyday small investor as well. So just to grow with us, you don't need to have how to say you don't need to have huge amount of money, and then you can come in as maybe it is done usually in a startup company, that you can only come in with a fixed how to say, fixed ticket size, which is actually usually thousands of euros or whatever. But now we have decided together with our investors that why not to give actually the opportunity to everybody, so that you can grow with us. And retail as a sector, or our fast moving consumer sector, and the segments what we have focused is something which is influencing all of us every day. But of course, the complicated side is that maybe most of us doesn't actually know what is behind in the retail sector in the kitchen side, and maybe this is difficult to understand. But in the end, we are quite sure if we are succeeding on this challenge, what we have actually thrown out for us in the long run, the whole retailer ecosystem and the machine learning, the artificial intelligence, so that we can solve actually this complex challenge, then we are quite sure that all the investors who we have onboarded, so to say, will have the success with us also.
Yeah, I really support that approach, and to be a public company, this gives also a responsibility to fulfill the requirements from the stock side, and this is very brave sort of move from your side to be so open, and I support it fully. And again, from the other side, seeing that the retail sector with our demographic that is aging, and the employees, it's not too easy to get employees so easily anymore. I think that the business case you are running is very very good and has a good potential. So Mart, thank you very much for your time and for this interview, and good luck with your company in the future.
Yeah, thank you very much for the possibility, and all the best for you as well.